Good morning, parents. It is Wednesday, it's March 25th. I had to look at my calendar. So I was originally going to send just a straightforward email, but I decided that I would do the same for you guys that I've been doing for the kids. And I started today's video for the kids off with saying I have obviously stopped pretending that I'm dressed for school. I am not. But anyways, so here's a few things that I wanted to cover, and I will also send an email as well that will have the link to the video. I'm doing this on YouTube. I will probably continue to do it. I don't know if the kids are watching it, but I enjoy it. So here we go. As you probably know, most teachers have sent emails to kids and probably parents indicating what their plans are. For the most part, we are sending enrichment. We have asked the kids to continue trying to do some schoolwork, but we cannot mandate it, and nor can we grade it. It is my understanding that anything that was started prior to March 13th, which was our last day of school, kids can work on, and there is some indication that it may be graded at some point. For example, if your son or daughter was working on a research project for Mr. Bechtel in ninth grade, for Mr. DiTomaso in 10th grade, they can continue to work on writing or producing the slideshow. If they had Mr. Belmore in grade 10, they can work on Animal Farm, on Migrant Mother essay. They can work on any of the questions that we had that went along with the book Animal Farm. Tale of Two Cities is being read by some juniors. They can certainly work on that. And I know Mrs. Callahan was going to reach out to certain kids in Margaret Driscoll's class. So that's juniors. Any new work, I don't know a start date, or if there is even a start date for that. I know because Governor Baker gave a date of April 7th, nothing leading up to April 7th will be graded per se. So I will keep you updated on that, and as we get new information from the state, which happens almost daily. Communication, please feel free to email me at any point. I pretty much have my email on all day. I check it frequently, and I will do my best to respond to you in a timely fashion. We've been encouraged not to do video conferencing right now, only because we don't know who has access, and there's some privacy issues. As you can see my apartment behind me. So far, I've sent 5 videos to the kids. They've been daily updates. They've been what I'm doing. They've been my concerns, book reviews, talking about Outlander, things like that. If you want to see them, you can ask the kids to show them to you, or I'd be happy to send it to you either way. Back to some more pressing issues. As far as your kids' IEPs, if your son or daughter had an annual review, we may very well be scheduling that in the near future, depending on the IEP expiration date. And that will go out via Google Invite, and you'll see on the left-hand side of the invite, there is a Join Google Hangouts. You can do this via phone, and there's a code for you to join the conference. Then there's no video component, it's only an audio component. I know some special ed teachers have already started this process. I have not yet, and it's also true for reevaluations. If the testing is complete, then reeval meetings can happen. Unfortunately, my 2 reevals that I currently have, the testing is not complete. So I don't know what will happen with that. Any special education services will be, to the best of my ability, handled via Schoology, emails, conversations with individual kids and parents. Excuse me. As far as MCAS is concerned, I did see something on the news yesterday. This is not official through school, but I do think there'll be some sort of postponement or some determination about this year's MCAS for both grade 9 and grade 10. AP kids, if you are scheduled to take an AP exam, I do know that SAT will be reaching out to you individually That includes AP Art as well, to let you know what the test is going to look like. I know that they're trying to come up with some format that can be done online. So keep checking your emails if you are in an AP class. Course recommendations were requested and are due by the end of this week. Some teachers put them in progress reports, which is what I did. Other teachers must post them by Friday the 27th. As far as course selections is concerned, we have not had any communication from the high school specific to this, but I am happy to talk with any parent and or student. However you wanted to handle that, it's fine with me, about what to expect for next year. If you are a ninth grade parent, your students will be taking sophomore English, which is Brit Lit. They'll be taking chemistry. They'll be taking US History 1. They'll be taking either Algebra 2. Actually, I think all of them will be taking Algebra 2. There are some options in Algebra 2. Whatever year Spanish or a foreign language they're in, if they are in that, if they haven't signed up for one, this might be the year to start. So that's ninth grade. In 10th grade, they'll be taking American Voices, which is the 11th grade class. They'll be taking US History 2. They'll be taking whatever level math class they're in. There may be a variety of options here. They'll be taking physics and whatever next level they are in foreign language. Some kids will be done with their foreign language requirement, so that depends. And then electives. So there are electives that meet graduation requirements, so you will want to look into that eventually, but you don't need to worry about that right now. If you are a junior going into senior year, this is where you have the most choices. There are 4, 5, or 6, depending upon the course. So in English, there are the most. So you will have a lot of choices. You do have to take an English, a math, a science, and a social studies. But under each of those categories, there are differences. As far as special education time, skills time, if you are a junior, I have recommended every other day as a senior. If you are a sophomore, there are a couple of you that I made recommendations to go to every other day. And in some cases, it is what we discussed at your annual review or reeval. So that is not set in stone, and we can certainly have a discussion about it when we get back to school, and or if we don't go back to school soon, we can certainly do it via email. There is nothing right now that is permanent in any of these decisions. So there's ample time right up until we're into school. So that said, I think that's it for now. Please stay safe and healthy. I know it's hard, and I can only imagine how challenging it must be to have kids at home, but the best you can, keep them close and safe. So cheers to everyone. I'll see you very soon. Bye-bye.